Hey everyone, so I know it's been a super hecka mega gigantic long time since I made a video. I don't even know what happened. It's life and stuff, and I'm not gonna carry on too long, but I am back and I'm here to make another video for you guys. And this video is, if I'm looking off to the side, it's because my laptop has all my notes on it. But this video is teen business ideas that work. And how do I know they work? It's because I've done them. So stay tuned if you want to hear more about teen businesses that you can do right now. I would say even like the youngest, like you can, these are all not government jobs. Like you can literally do these like as young as, honestly, I would say like 9, 10. So if you want to make some money and you are not old enough to get a job, stay tuned, and I have some good tips, advice for you. If you find this video helpful at all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think down in the comments below. And with that said, let's get started. Ignore my busted nails, okay?
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us.
Okay guys, so the first thing on my list for starting your own teen business is turning your hobby into a career. If you did not know, you can turn your hobby into a career. And what I mean by this is, if whatever you like to do in your free time, whether that's drawing, you like arts and crafts, you volunteer at an animal shelter, whatever your hobby is, more likely than not, you can utilize your hobby in order to make you money. So, for example, like I said, all of these things is something I have done in the past or I'm doing now. And the example I can give you, one of them is my business now. I had a hobby of doing those like 5-minute crafts as a kid. Yes, that was me. I was literally making lipstick and stuff out of Crayola crayons, and I would go to school, wear it, make some for my friends and stuff, and soon enough I'm like, 50 cent, pay up, because what are we doing here? And that was kind of when I first started turning my little crafts and whatnot and making money off of them. As far as my business right now, I matured and grew up a little bit, and I started to venture away from lipstick out of crayons and more into skincare and DIY bath products and stuff to make your hair grow and all that kind of stuff. And somehow along the way, I landed amongst candle making. And so at first I was just making candles for my family, for my doctors, my neighbors, and they would give me cash here and there. And eventually I decided that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make candles and I'm gonna make money off of it. And not only am I gonna make candles, since I like to make other crazy stuff all the different times, I'm gonna make a business where I can make a whole bunch of stuff and continue to make money off of it. So literally that's what my business does. My business is what I like to do for fun. It's what I love to do, and it changes as far as the products based on what I've done in the past and based on how I'm feeling now. So I always wanted my business to be something that was versatile, so it could kind of generate money off of whatever hobby I was into or whatever I was passionate for at the moment. And yeah, turn your hobby into a business, whether if you need any help or like you don't necessarily know how to turn your hobby or whatever it is into a business. It is a lot easier than you may think, and it's a lot less intimidating. The most important part of what you have to do is you have to start small, whether that's families, friends. Social media is free, so make sure you're marketing and promoting your stuff before you try to start creating like an online store or like some type of platform. Be local before you try to be anything else. That's where you get your start. You get your start local and small, and then you slowly start building yourself up from there in most cases. And then it's the most easiest way if you're a teen. So start local, start with your friends, start at school, and utilize those people, utilize your friends, utilize your family, and make that money, period. Okay, point number 2. All right, so the next point I want to bring up is selling candy, food, and drinks at school. You probably heard this a million times, but I kid you not, you will probably hear it a million more times. you make mad bank off of selling food and candy at school. These kids are hungry. At my school, personally, we are not well fed. Well, we meet the nutritional requirements, I think, but nobody wants to eat the school food. So if you are the snack plug, you are the drink plug or whatever, you won't make money off of that. This school year, and like I'm currently a junior in high school, almost every single year I've been in school since elementary school, I've been the candy, snack, and drink plug. And I've been making, and it's such a passive income. Literally, this is how my day looks. I would go on Amazon, purchase, hopefully I can like show you what I like purchased, but I'll purchase what snacks I think will be good. Like at the beginning of the school year, I purchased like a pallet of Monsters, hot Cheetos, and maybe something else I don't remember. And I put them in my locker, put it on my Snapchat, put it on my private Instagram, had my friends reshare it. Was like $2-3, whatever, to make a profit. You don't have to make a crazy profit. A dollar profit is enough. Mark that price up a little bit. And literally, when I'm at school, people are like, text me, hey Heaven, can you stop at your locker between periods and I can pick up a drink, give you the money, whatever. Literally. And so I will be going on my way from one class to another. Before I get to that class, stop at my locker. Might have 2 or 3 kids come up to me. I'm like, open my locker, take what you want. Oh, $5, great, give me $5. They'd be like, great. And it might be 3 different kids giving me $5 between my period. So now I was walking to class, stopped, sold a couple snacks, like took like 30 seconds, walk into my other class, and I just made $15 in that short transaction. It's profitable. You will make money. You just have to be out there. It is uncomfortable because it does require you to like talk to people in your school, and most people, including myself, have social anxiety. But you need to break out of that if you want to make money. Should have said at the beginning. Like, it's kind of hard to make money without talking to people, so you're gonna have to break out of that. My piece of advice for doing that is fake it till you make it. Literally, most people don't know who you are. Maybe they do, but just be the person that you want to be in your head, and then just follow through on that. And more than likely, if you have the mindset, nobody will know except yourself, and that's fine because it's you. So yeah, be yourself, get out there and make that money, sell snacks. And yes, moving on to the next one. The next one is kind of common, kind of not common, but the next one is babysitting. People need their kids babysat. And especially with like all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, most parents need their kid to be watched during some type of time period during the day. When I was in middle school around the summertime, me and this couple other girls had formed like this babysitting club over the summer, and it was like all over Facebook, like locally, and we had flyers out in like our local stores and whatever, and people would literally call us and like, hey, we need a babysitter, can we get someone to babysit? And we would pick out one of the girls to take the job, and it was like a whole little organization type thing with me and my friends. Sometimes it would be 2 girls, sometimes it'd be 1, but girl, we were making bank. Like, we were making actual bank, like what regular people like 9-to-5s were, like they're hourly. Like, we were making like $15-17 an hour off of children, and we would be there. Like, the shifts would be different. Like, sometimes like certain jobs depend, it honestly depends on where you live and what type of job you're doing, but babysitting kids, there's a lot of money in that. Highly recommend. And you can not be any age, but you can be a teenager and do this job. Definitely, I did it, you can do it, and there's money in it. And like, if you like kids, that's a plus. If you don't like kids, well, suck it up, get that bag. And yes, moving on, next point. The next thing I have not personally done in order to make money, but I would still recommend, is if you live in an area with a lot of like dogs and stuff, or you know someone with like a lot of dogs or like cats or anything, I would like volunteer on trying to be like your local dog pet walker or pet sitter or whatever animal type of sitter. Watching animals is literally the most easiest task in the world. Like, most owners have a schedule that their animal's on, and they'll know what time you need to take them out, what time you should walk them. whether you need to, like, what time of day you should feed them. And most animals are pretty well behaved, and like most are trained. So like you're getting paid to babysit, but it's animals. So like say if you don't even like kids, babysit animals and make that bag, because there's a lot of money in that, surprisingly. I'm not exactly sure what the pay is. I just know that it's good for a teen that has no job. To you. So I definitely recommend doing that. If you know somebody or you live in a neighborhood with a lot of animals and a lot of dogs, ask if they need any assistance with pet sitting or babysitting, and let them know that you're available and that you can do that and that you're trained and qualified. Yes, moving on to the next point. And the last thing I have is seasonal jobs. Okay. By this, I mean jobs that happen during certain seasons. So obviously, if you live in a part of the world where you don't get certain seasons, then these won't apply to you. But if you do, then they will. Okay. So the first seasonal job I have, which I've done in the past, is shoveling during the winter. Most people do not want to leave their house during the winter and shovel driveways and their car and whatever. And they usually pay people, plow services or whatever, to get that done for them. But a lot of people do appreciate like the old school way, or how things used to be done, where you would like knock on your door, maybe some kids would offer to shovel your driveway for like $20 or whatever the price may be that you set. But more likely than not, if you go to your neighborhood in a snowstorm or after a snowstorm and their driveway needs to be shoveled, and you go up to their door, ask them, hey, maybe you can have a friend, would like to shovel your driveway for $30. Would you be able to do that? And you have your shovels, you have your gloves. They more than likely would be like, yeah, great, shovel my driveway. And you shovel their driveway, get $30, move on to the next house, and get that bag. I've done this before. Me and my friend have made, I think, $200 in a day, and between me and him, we like split it, so that was $100, which may not seem like a lot for like a day's worth of shoveling, but when you're a teen and you're broke and you got no job, it was a lot. So yes, so I definitely recommend shoveling. Another cute idea, which may seem out of date, but you'd be surprised how much out of date stuff is actually in date, is a lemonade stand. I know it's cringe, but just don't make it. Like, you're like, be creative, be innovative. Like, even if you want to go with that old like classic 10-cent a cup lemonade stand, then do you, boo. But if you have a lemonade stand in the summer in an area where there's people walking by, I'm telling you, people will stop and they will buy a drink from you just because you're there. Like, it's so like old school that people don't expect to see it. So it's kind of actually interesting when they do see it, and it makes them want to already come up and buy something from you. And you'd be surprised how much you can make off a cup of lemonade for 25 cents. You sell a cup of lemonade, 25 cents, in something like a park, and you stay there for like a couple of hours, like, and it's like a pretty high populated parking, you know, people are coming in and out, you will be surprised. You can very likely make a smooth $100 in a couple hours selling some lemonade. Get you and your friends, get a little stand, make it cute, put some music, get the lemonade, get it popping, and get your bag. But hear me out on this. Trust me on this. Lemonades. And if you don't want to just do lemonades, I also had on here, like, if you want to be like, it sounds kind of weird for lack of better words, like a human vending machine. Like, maybe you want to be like outside of a golf course, or if you're outside like the gym and you want to sell like cold fresh waters or Gatorades or something like that. That's also a cute little side hustle that will make you some money, and most people will probably stop by just because you are there and give you some money. Ugh. And yes, so with that said, those are all my personal experiences. Well, not all of them. Those are some of them that have worked for me, and things that I enjoy doing, and things that helped me make my money before I started working my official jobs, to help you make some money. And like I said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about how to do anything, like where to get started or whatever, let me know. I am your girl. I can help you make that bag. And yes, something I did want to mention though on the side is that if you have like a hobby, but specifically like a hobby such as you can do hair, you can do nails, eyebrows, makeup, eyelashes, be so for real. Get that bag. Oh my gosh. There is so much money in that. And like even doing just your friends and family, there's so much money. And I think out of everything on this list, if you can do one of those things and you like, and even if you can't, if you can take the time, commit, and learn how to do one of those skills, I guarantee you, you will make money in the end. So much money. It will be well worth the time invested, well worth whatever you spent invested. If you get good at it, you will make money off of those. And those are things I don't see going anywhere in the next couple of years. So you got time. You got time. So do it. Learn how to do them nails. Learn how to do that makeup. Learn how to do those eyelashes and get that bag, because I'm telling you, it's a pretty coin in that in those industries, and you can do them as a teenager if you don't already know that. Okay. So yeah, guys. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys have any video recommendations and some stuff you'd like me to talk more in depth about or anything at all, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching, and have a very awesome, spectacular, amazing day. Bye, guys.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us.
Okay, let's try to get this thumbnail.